Where's my dog? Calm down, Angus. Now's not the time for treats. That comes later.
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Welcome to another installment of Artist Spotlight. And today it's Kevin over at Gauntlet Effects, who is based in beautiful Canada. Now, the piece I'm going to be covering today is actually a piece I've owned in the past. I actually did a video on it on the Cosplay Chris channel a couple of years ago for a Bane cosplay. So we're going to be looking at a replica Bane mask that has lineage to a production made mask from The Dark Knight Rises. Now, years and years and years ago, we're talking like 2009, 2010, when Tom Hardy was announced and cast as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, I was very intrigued, but extremely intrigued about how that mask was going to look. If he was going to be wearing a mask. Like at this point in time, nobody knew. We got our first teaser shot of Tom Hardy as Bane with his back to the camera, with a nice side profile looking back towards the audience, and you just get a little glimpse of the mask. And the first thing I thought was, holy shit, this dude's got like pipes going into his mouth, like Hellraiser style. What is going on here? And then as more photos came out, we got behind the scenes photos, and then eventually the teaser trailer, and then the final film. I really love this design. I know Lindy Hemming, the costume designer throughout the Dark Knight trilogy, had always stated she was thinking something along the lines of a silverback gorilla, because that body type that Tom Hardy sports in the film isn't like lean, cut, and peak performance. It's more or less like a circus strongman or like a silverback gorilla, just like old man muscle and bit of fat. And as Tom Hardy said in a recent interview, he was just bald and porky, because a lot of people were like, you're a lot shorter in real life. He goes, mate, camera angles too. So there were supposedly 35 Bane masks made for The Dark Knight Rises. Then they only used like 10. So there was a sweepstakes that was happening when The Dark Knight Rises was coming out on home release. And you could win essentially an unused Bane mask. They had 25 to give out. Now these come from the molds that were made to use the hero mask, the stunt mask, all that stuff. And they had them lying around. They were unweathered. They look fresh, brand new, pristine. So the blues were very rich on these masks. The cool thing is also, it comes on a life cast of Tom Hardy, and then the sweepstakes happened, people won them, and Kevin came into possession of one of these masks. He took scans of the pipes, and the base mask itself with the mesh and everything has been molded off one of those masks, and he offers completed masks and kit. And the look of this mask wasn't the final design. You can see here, these are the original concept sketches, designs that they had in mind. Very different from what we ultimately got. I'm glad they went this route, because we get to see more of Tom Hardy's face, more of his performance. Now, the guys that made the mask and like prototyped it are called SCPS. Based in Los Angeles. They're still around. They have a website. They're still working to this day. They did Josh Brolin's suit for Dune Part 2. They do a lot of Marvel stuff, a lot of DC stuff as well. So that's cool. And this was at a time where like 3D printing and rapid prototyping was around. It's been around for a long time, but it was more commercial use and not like individual use and use on film. Like it was, but it wasn't really done, talked about. And you can see here them trying to figure out how to make the mask. A lot of pieces were 3D printed, and then there were parts hand sculpted. So Mario Torres did the base sculpt of the mask, as you can see right here. It was then 3D scanned, cleaned up. So it definitely has that mixed media approach, much like Batflex Cow, where you've got the mixture of traditional sculpture and also digital sculpture. And when I saw Kev was doing these kits years ago, I wanted one, because I'm like, I want to do a Bane cosplay. Screw it, let's do it. So I got one. I've got a video on the main channel covering it. Painted it, assembled it. I even got a cheapy vest that I was going to customize and put the proper strapping on and everything. But the biggest dilemma was, do I shave my head or do I wear a bowl cap? I was leaning towards a bowl cap, but bowl caps just sometimes don't look right. Like unless you've got like a massive budget, some crackerjack effects artists, it's going to look great. Other than that, the other option was to shave my head. I do not look good with a shaved head. This is me with a shaved head when I just went through a breakup in 2009. I look like I'm going to fucking prison, so I'm like, let's just shelve it for the time being. And then I found the mask a new home. It actually went to Japan of all places. And since starting this channel, and this is about like prop celebration and stuff like that, I always missed having that mask replica and Tom Hardy live cast. So I hit Kevin up. I'm like, mate, can I grab another kit off you? Send it to me. And here it is, and we're going to be talking about it today because this is a beautiful piece. So like I said, I bought the kit, so he offers kits, completed masks, but I wanted a kit. So the base structure is urethane. It's a flexible urethane. And don't worry, I will be putting the mask on and doing some cringe-ass Bane impressions. Now, when it comes to the piping, it's all 3D scanned and resin printed, as opposed to last time they were cast resin. But Kev decided to scan all the pipes just to make it a lot more easier, and you can print them all in one go on the printing bed of a resin printer. So in terms of painting the urethane part, that was done with oil colors. After you seal it up with like an acrylic matte sealer, the oil then locks in to the urethane. Other than that, it can be pretty tricky to paint urethane. When it came to the piping, the base was silver rub and buff and then shoe polish soaked in for all the weathering and to pick up all the detail on the piping and stuff like that. The red part here of the gasket here was an anodized red, like a car spray paint that I like sprayed into a cup and then just painted it by hand. And then you glue all these pieces together. It comes with like little rubber gasket pieces here. Now it does separate via magnet here. So on either side, you have the option of it coming off, but I actually permanently secured this side here just so it's a bit more streamlined. So what I thought I'd do is some comparison shots. So the shots that we're going to be taking a look at come from the original manufacturer, and this is the clean looking mask. They haven't done any weathering to it, but this is more or less just to compare the details. So if we start with the front on shot right there, you can see how everything matches up, and I'm even going to show you their life cast matches up with seam lines and stuff like that. But again, just that silhouette that it casts, just the way how bulky the front is here. Again, very much like a silverback gorilla. And we turn to the side here, you can see all the details here matching up. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can even see the seam line here on the life cast matches up. Now, originally my life cast was matte black, and it does look good. I just sprayed it a matte gray just to make the details and the color of the mask pop a bit more, because sometimes with matte black, colors like this can get a bit lost, but I figured this just makes it all a bit more lighter as well. And if we look at the back here, you can see all those beautiful details like the valves, the gaskets and stuff like that all match up. So again, this is cast off a production made mask, which is really cool. In terms of these tabs here, I don't know if on the actual mask they use like a real webbing, like a real strapping for it, but like this is all cast in the urethane, but you know, the way you can paint it and stuff like that, you definitely can make it look like, you know, like nylon webbing. Now what I'll do is I'll take it off the live cast, do some shitty Bane impressions and call it a day. So yeah, it does come off, revealing Tom Hardy's beautiful live cast. I mean, look at those beautiful pillow lips, man. I mean, gorgeous. All right, so let's pop the mask on. So I'm actually getting a haircut today because I fly out to LA on Thursday and I'm kind of sick of this hair. It's like always flopping in my face. And this is going to make it even worse. Like, you do not want long hair when wearing a Bane mask, but fuck it.
Is that locked in? The camera doesn't even want to pick me up. It's like, who are you? When Gotham is ashes, then you have my permission to die. Where's my dog? Calm down, Angus. Now's not the time for treats. That comes later. Thank you, buddy. It's very nice. Thank you for the kisses. So the good thing is it fits my head pretty damn well. I'm similar size to Tom Hardy. He's got a bit bigger of a melon at the back, but like, you know, with a bit of padding and stuff like that. Oh my god. This camera's just like so confused right now. Hang on.
So there you go, guys. Just wanted to do a cheeky little artist spotlight video on this mask. I know I've done one in the past, but wanted to do it here on this channel. And again, the fact that you're getting something that comes from a production-made mask, it doesn't get any better than that. I will leave Kev's details down below from Gauntlet Effects. Again, he offers kits or completed masks, whatever you're jonesing. If you want to have a crack at painting one up yourself, it's a lot of fun. The fact that it comes with a live cast of Tom Hardy, I do want to make a proper display. This is like very bare bones at the moment, but still, it's a great piece to have in like your Dark Knight collection, Batman collection, comic book collection for that matter. Like I said, this Thursday I'm flying out to LA for Netflix once again. This time it's for the Electric State with Chris Pratt, Stanley Tucci, Millie Bobby Brown. So we've got a lot of activities planned. I'm also going to be doing some vlogging. Possibly may go pay my respects to the Elm Street house on Genesee Avenue. No promises, but it'll happen. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.